We're destined for good things. We're destined for good things. We're destined for good things.
Hey everybody, welcome to Q2. This is JC. I've got a question that was asked to me, or has actually asked to me quite a bit by people who see everything that I do in life. What I mean by that, by everything that I do, schoolwork, of course. I'm also a college student. So then there's schoolwork, there's my company, there's my dad's company, there's, having clients, there's, just being the president, serving as president inside of the International Honor Society and all the things that entailed. So I did all of these different things. Of course, I've got the YouTube channel. And so there's all these different things that I do. And so people would ask me, my friends would ask me, people would just ask me, okay, how do I do it all? What is the secret to my multitasking, right? How do I get all of these different things done to the level that I do them while having so many different things to do, right? And so then that's how I thought it'd be pretty cool to make a video about that and just talk about multitasking. So let's go into that. This shouldn't be too long of a video. I'm gonna take that back right as I said it. I might just edit that out because I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it shouldn't be very long. And then I'm gonna take that back as well. We are about to evaluate multitasking with one simple exercise. By the end of this video, you will not only understand multitasking, but you will understand how to do and accomplish multiple different things well, with excellence. So you see, you want to be able to handle everything that's on your plate. You don't just want one side or just the other side. You want all of it, right? So you need to be able to handle everything that's on your plate. And so that's what we're going to do with this very simple exercise. Before we get into that, I want to say and let everybody know, I've got a quick announcement. From now on, videos will be on Hump Day. That will be Wednesday, will be our release dates for future Q2 theory videos. Be on the lookout, turn on your notifications, because Wednesdays will be the days that new videos will be released, all right? So just keep that in mind. And now, going forward, back to what our topic is about. So I want you to do this very simple exercise, and when we do this exercise, I want to be very clear with you. After we do this exercise, by the time you get through the video, do not skip the exercise, do it with me, and you will understand multitasking, okay? So, now, I want you to do it, okay? Let's do this. All right, so, first thing I want you to do is I would like you to start counting. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just start counting, right? All right, and while you're counting, I want you to hold up one hand to my hand on your screen. And you should still be counting, all right? Keep your hand up. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take your other hand and just start counting backwards. 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Just keep on counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, right? Now, everybody knows famous beat, We Will Rock You. Every third beat, you stamp your feet, all right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now you're doing multiple things. You're counting hands up, 4, 3, 2, and then you got the step on every 3 now, all right? So you got multiple things that you're doing right now. Trust me, we're going to keep on doing this exercise. I'll probably put a poll up there. Who's already not been able to continue the exercise? So you got one hand up, counting down on this one. You still should be counting, so you're probably at like 40 or 50 or something like that by now. And then you've got the We Will Rock You beat. You've got one leg on every 3, and the other leg do every beat. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now you might be thinking, wait, how is this exercise going to help me with my multitasking? Well, it is, because it's going to explain to you something very important that you have to realize about multitasking. Every time you say a number now, right after the number, say a letter, all right? But you want to say the alphabet backwards, all right? So if you're counting, so you're like 1Z, 2Y, 3, okay? So you continue now, say the alphabet backwards. Have you stopped yet? Okay, so now let's stop with the exercise right now. So you can stop with the We Will Rock You. You can stop with the pull the hands down, everything, all right? Now I want you to evaluate something. Let's look at each one of those exercises that we do. I'm gonna break it down to you, and at the end of the video, at the end of breaking this down, what you just did, you're going to understand multitasking 100%. All right? Let's do this. So then, let's look at each individual thing, okay? So then first I had you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? Then I had you hold one hand up. That's very basic as well, right? Anybody can pretty much hold their hand up. That's not something that's super hard to do. Counting on one hand, right? That's also extremely easy to do. Saying the alphabet backwards is quite simple. You might have to think a second or two for any given letter, but it's very, very simple and straightforward. These are a very simple, straightforward task that any of us can do singularly, right? Now, what happens when we take these tasks that we could easily accomplish and then start compiling them? All of these separate, simple tasks that you could easily accomplish singularly, once they get put together, they then become one massive, difficult task, right? And now it's essential to understand this, and if you did the exercise, it's gonna make tons more sense to you what I'm about to say, the statement I'm about to present. And here is the statement. Very simply, multitasking is a lie. Stay with me for a second, all right? Just stay with me. Didn't you just say that you multitask at the beginning of the video? Actually, what I said was people ask me how I multitask because I get done with so many different things, right? Well, here's the key when it comes to multitasking. It's the fact that multitasking really, truly does not exist in the sense that people think it does. So here's a very simple saying. You are either, and I'll put it on the screen for you, you are either doing one task well or you are doing multiple tasks poorly. The key with multitasking, getting done with multiple things, is you don't just want to do things, you want to do them well. That's what's important, right? If you're on the job and you're giving tasks to do, you want to not only complete them, but complete them well. If you're driving a bridge, you don't want the constructors to have you don't want the construction workers to have simply put the bridge together. You want them to have put it together well. You want your anything, you want it to have been done well. You want your pizza to have been made well. You want your clothing to have been made well. In the same way, no matter what you're doing in life, people, especially when you're doing it for other people, and seriously, if you're doing it for yourself, you're either expected to do it well or you should want to do it well, right? So then the thing with multitasking is that it inhibits you from doing any singular task well because you're trying to split your focus among multiple different tasks. And so anybody seen this, whether you're talking to Bay, they're on the phone, and the conversation is not, they might be able to respond to you every now and then. They are technically multitasking because they are on their phone, either texting or gaming or whatnot, and they are still replying to you verbally. Words are coming out of their mouth, but the conversation, they're probably not doing either one of those things very well. Why? Because their focus is being split. And that's why many times you'll be like, hey, get off the phone, right? Put the phone down or pause the game so that you can focus, right, on what our conversation is about, right? And we've all seen really funny memes or videos just about, the phone or the games or whatever, taking the focus away, right, from the significant other. But that actually goes to prove the point. So then now we have to look at how do you still accomplish multiple things. You've got multiple things on the plate, right? We still want what's on the plate, right? So here are two keys to doing it. One, make sure you don't have too much on your plate because you can only eat so much at a time. Anybody, no matter how big, no matter how small, I am 6'4", 190, and there's a limit to how much I can eat, right? Everybody has a limit to how much that they can hold on their plate and eat, right? So don't put too much on your plate is number one. Number two, schedule adequate time to perform each task individually. You do it with excellence, and then you move on to the next task. You see, whether it be my schoolwork, my business, my being president in the Honor Society, volunteering, or any of those things that I did, each one of those things came with set tasks or items that needed to do, or chores or errands that needed to be done in any given week, right? Or any given day. And so what I would do is I would know ahead of time, of course, as much as possible, knowing ahead of time everything that I had to do, and then I would allocate time to do all of the relevant tasks from each area that was giving me task, each responsibility that I had, so that by the end of the day, by the end of the week, I was able to get all of the tasks, the separate tasks done for each of these things, but I was doing each task individually. So for example, I'm not trying to rush to study for a test I'm not trying to study for a test while I rush to get something else done, right? Because I've already allocated time for studying for my test, so I'm good with that, and then I've got allocated time for the other errand, so I do that when it's time to do that, right? So this way I don't have overlap, so I'm doing one thing at a time very well, scheduling them in an optimal way so that I can do all of these different things over a set period of time, whether it be a day or a week. But I'm doing each thing with excellence as opposed to doing multiple things at the same time, mediocrity. So that is the secret. And now there is one other key, right? A third bonus key. This is a trump card, okay? So basically it is what is called stacking. And this is when you're able to do one thing very well. It's one thing that you're able to do well, but it handles and tends to multiple tasks. I'll make a video about that. You can see that in the description, as well as the video about scheduling that will be in the description as well. But yeah, so remember, multitasking in the sense that many people think about it really does not exist. You are either doing one thing well or you are doing multiple things poorly. All right, remember that exercise. Whenever you want to do multitasking, and whenever you're trying to multitask again, just do the exercise again, right? And just remember what we learned in this video and just schedule that time. Schedule it, become a master at scheduling. This way you'll be able to set aside time for each thing that you have to do each thing with excellence, and then move on to the next thing. And then overall, the cumulative effect is that you're getting done with multiple responsibilities. You are attending to all of your responsibilities by doing their task individually. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. If you like, if you like the video, then like the video, and definitely share. Let your friends know. Share it across social media, Facebook, etc. And remember, when you subscribe, you are part of the family. Families communicate. So tweet at me at the Q2 Theory. Comment, post below. Again, like the video. If you like the video, like the video. And I will see you all soon. And remember, fam, we're destined for good things. Peace.